As always, you know that I keep my ears to these financial streets, and I have some good news to share with you today. Are you ready? $1.7 billion in student loan debt is being canceled. Yes, that's right. This is a moment that many have prayed for. And I'm going to tell you who qualifies for it, when it's going to happen, why is this even happening, is there more coming? I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know about this debt being canceled, so there won't be any confusion about this. So I'm telling you, you definitely do not want to miss out on today's video. So don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. What's up, guys? This is Monique and welcome back to the channel. As always, I am back with the news that you can use. But first, if you are new here, hello, bonjour, hola, konnichiwa, shalom. Thanks so much for stopping by, but don't just be a stranger. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button and join the family, because here we go everywhere in life together and all we do is win. Also, before we even get started, I know you're excited about this, so go ahead on and give this video a thumbs up to help me out while I help you, so we all winning together. Okay, so because of the nature of the content that I am getting ready to share with you, I am not going to drag this out, okay? Because I know that you are excited about this. You are probably sitting on the edge of your seat right now trying to see if your student loan debt is going to be canceled. You probably even called your student loan provider by now, or you've logged into that account and you keep hitting refresh to see if that balance turns to zero. And you know how I know this? Because I did it myself. So there's about 400,000 of you that will receive cancellation of your debt, or you'll be receiving restitution. Now, $1.7 billion is not a whole lot when the student loan debt is at 1.7 trillion. However, every little bit that we get along this way does help. And I am going to tell you all of the things that you need to qualify to have your student loan debt canceled. But let's talk about why this is even happening for a second. So if you can bear with me for a moment, I know you're anxious, but just bear with me because y'all need to know this information too. You don't want to just jump into it and say cancel it without knowing why, right? Well, some people may say yeah, but still, we're gonna learn today, okay? So one of the nation's largest student loan providers was sued by not one, not two, not three, not even 20, but 39 state attorney generals. So 39 states agreeing on something, that means something is going on. And that student loan provider is none other than, and drum roll please, Navient. So if Navient is the keeper of your loans, that is one of the first qualifying factors to having your debt canceled. Now, you're gonna want to listen to everything that I'm about to tell you so that you can find out exactly how this impacts you and what you should do next. And even if you do not have Navient loans, you will want to listen to this too, because this is probably about to start a domino effect. And I'm telling you, I believe many other providers are about to be on the Attorney General's chopping block next. So you want to keep yourself ahead of the game, so when you hear your number being called, you can be prepared. So according to the Pennsylvania Attorney General, Navient basically has been running a scam. Not just a scam, but a multi-billion-dollar scam. The lawsuit alleged that they made private loans to students attending for-profit schools and colleges that was partnered with Navient. So you know what that means. But the problem with this entire thing was the fact that they gave loans to students that they knew were probably not going to pay this back. This was students that had extremely low credit scores. This was students that was going to schools that had really low graduation rates, so they weren't even likely to graduate and were going to have to pay it back when they were not even likely to pay it back in the first place. So it was just a whole mess, y'all. And not only did they do that, but they also encouraged borrowers who were having problems paying on their student loans to enter into forbearance. And that basically was like a temporary suspension of their payments, but while it was suspended and they were not paying, they were accumulating interest that was growing, and that was putting them further into debt, and they were already having problems, so that made it worse for them. They found out that workers at Navient call centers were actually pushed to get through calls as quickly as possible, so the only option they were giving the borrowers was to go into forbearance instead of offering other programs that would benefit them even more, such as like income-driven programs, which basically could have brought their payments down to $0 and save them money in the end. And the reason that they said they found that they did this was because it took less time. So of course Navient is denying all claims. They basically said that the claims were unfounded, and the reason that they are settling is to avoid additional expenses of time and cost in court action. I'm getting ready to tell you everything that you need to check off your list to qualify for these loans, because this is the moment I am sure you have been waiting for. Most of you probably even fast forwarded to this. Comment down below, tell the truth, shame the devil. So out of the 400,000 people that were affected by what Navient allegedly done, 66,000 of those will qualify to have their student loan debt canceled. And there are quite a few things that you will have to check off this list. And the first is that you will have to live in the states that's covered in this settlement. So I'm going to go through the complete list of states so that you can know. I'm trying to give you guys all of the information that you need to make sure if you do qualify, you can go ahead on and get this debt removed. So we're gonna do a quick roll call, okay? Tell me who's in the house. When I call your state, comment present down below and also put the state so that I can know where you guys are from. So there are 38 states plus the District of Columbia. So if you are from DC, you are one of those that are included in the settlement. And the rest of you are Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, that's my state, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, Nebraska, Nevada, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Tennessee, Vermont, Virginia, Washington, West Virginia, and Wisconsin. So if you were in any of those states, that's the first thing that's going to qualify you to get your student loan debt canceled. Unfortunately, if you are not in those states, this time is not your time, but it could be coming. So the next thing that you will need to have done to qualify for this is to have attended for-profit schools and colleges. And those are schools such as Corinthian schools, the Art Institutes, DeVry University, ITT Tech, and there are others, but those are the main ones. So if you attended any of those schools, you could put another check next to I'm almost done qualifying. So the next thing you'll need to check off your list is if your loans are private loans. It can only be private loans that will qualify you. So if you have those, go ahead on and put another check. And next, these loans will have to have been received between 2002 and 2014. So that's the next thing that's going to qualify you for getting this debt canceled. Another really important thing, which I feel like is kind of crazy, but you know, you must have been delinquent, basically behind on your payment for at least 7 monthly billing cycles prior to June 30th. Now, I feel like, you know, that's a good thing for those who really couldn't pay and fell behind, but what about the people that were struggling to pay and trying to keep up? Like, I feel that they should also be able to fall in this number. Tell me, what do you think? Comment down below and let me know your thoughts on that. And the last thing that they say will qualify you is that your loans still have to be collectible or being reported to the credit bureau in order for you to qualify. So if you said yes to all of these things, that means that you are in a really good place to having your loans canceled. So from here, I'm sure you're probably wondering, okay, what do I need to do now? How do I go ahead on and make sure I receive this debt cancellation? I'm going to tell you, don't worry. So according to Navient, what they say is if you qualify to have these debts canceled, once they receive approval from the court, they will notify you. Those of you who have the private educational loans, they will notify you that your loans are being canceled. So basically, they say you do not have to do anything at all, but wait for them to go ahead on and cancel it. So as long as your information is up to date, you should be fine. And if you aren't sure that they have your current address, one thing that you can do just to make sure, you know, you stay ahead of the game is to go to studentaid.gov and just check to see what address they have on file, because that's where they will be mailing the information to you. And you should be receiving your cancellation by July of this year. So that is some great news. Congratulations to those of you who are able to have your debt canceled. For those of us who are not able to, hopefully we will be hearing something soon, because like I said earlier, I do believe this is just the beginning. I believe that a lot of other providers probably are scared now because they may be being investigated really soon, and if they find something, then your turn could be next. But this is pretty much all the information that I discovered about what's going on with want this student loan, that cancellation, who qualifies, what you have to do, all of those great things. I hope that this helped you out. If it did, go ahead on and like this video. Also, if you have not subscribed, click that subscribe button and go ahead on and join the family, because we have more great things coming up. Other than that, thanks so much for watching, and until next time, we are out. Peace.